It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And it's coming up next.
In the only building this franchise has ever known, we're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Cade Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed as starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about both for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Leading this offense out, already one of their faces in just his first season. This rookie from Notre Dame.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. And let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Option design here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Setting up a throw. That one finds Josh Downs. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they can't chomp to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right, so wipe the touchdown away. He did not make the catch. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dropping back to throw. This is reeled in by Pittman. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Complete beyond the marker. And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 8. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. Caught at the 20-yard line. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts with their offense out, their 2nd drive coming up. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Holt's going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Slot man in motion left. Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They give it to him again. First down and more, past the 35. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at first down here. Now looking to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a throw. Hits him on the out route. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Mixon will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw now. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a second quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts offense set to head out. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. That's complete to Pittman. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Play made that time by Danico Autry. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Colts are on the move here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete! And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. It's caught, Warren! And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Warren's got it, complete. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing from the gun here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Finding Collins. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Play action on first down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll throw it yet again. Collins there to grab it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Blown back gets the handoff. Has a big hole left. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Blast through midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. He's dropping back to throw. On target to Downs. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To throw it on 1st down. Oh, he lost the football. And the Texans grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Yeah, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Texans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 24. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Third and just 2 to go. From the gun, Taylor. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. He'll throw it. Cut near the goal line. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Option give here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh, boy. Now they're facing 4th and goal.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Barrios now to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Cut out left.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
To throw here on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running it after the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's back to throw. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans leading by 8. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. The kick is off the mark, no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, well, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side. Kate, it's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
The Colts ready to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Gets this one to Pierce. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Setting up to pass. And he doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw. Escapes the pocket. And it's not over yet, football fans. He scores, and now a 2-point conversion will force overtime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
They're going to try and run for it. And he can't find a way in, so this will stay a 2-point game, and it may all be over now. No 2-point conversion, no tie. Hopefully they've got a heck of an onside kick drawn up because that is their final out remaining.
Not just the onside kick, but they won't have much time even if they do get it. That's what makes that 2-point conversion sting. You practice that situation all week. You love the play. You just couldn't execute it.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. Oh, baby, there it is, Brock. They come up with the kick, and now a field goal can win this game.
This is the chance they worked so hard to set up, and against all odds, they got to this point. Time to buckle down now and pay off all that effort with an improbable victory.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Looking to throw it. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the Texans. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today. And that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next